Okay, so let's start talking about some practices, about some logistics in the flow of the session. This session will be around 60 and 90 minutes. So the invitation is to be fully present for the next hour and a half to create your own and safe bubble and let out of this bubble all the thoughts, all the tasks you want to do, all the plan to have for this weekend, and to be fully present in this beautiful space. And also, let's create a beautiful space to enjoy and to soften all together. So first of all, the invitation is to make yourself comfortable. Grab some cushions, grab some pillows, adjust the temperature. Maybe you need a blanket, maybe you need to turn on the AC. We are from very different locations, so temperatures are really different. Just adjust to the temperature that your body feels great in. And also, let's have some fun creating a beautiful space to feel comfortable in. So the invitation is to light some candles if you feel like, or some incense. You can bring some items from your altar and enjoy doing this process. Enjoy making the space beautiful for you, for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. So there is no rush. Rush won't exist in the next 1 hour and a half. So take your time to create a beautiful space where you can relax, soften, and connect with your body. And enjoy the process. It's really fun. Create beautiful spaces. And something important as well, you'll probably need a piece of paper and some pencils, colors. So have it handy because we'll probably use it at the end of the session. So if you can have a piece of paper or your own journal and something to write, to draw. Nothing in particular, just what you have handy and feels right now. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to explain you the session plan. So this session is divided in 3 parts. The first part, you will listen a brief explanation about cycles, about how is an archetypical cycle and how to find cycles, because you'll realize that cycles are everywhere. Then the second part of the session, you'll go through a journey to your inner world to discover your inner landscape right now and to discover in which phase you are right now. And then we'll go to the third part of the session, where you will find an aligned action, an action that matches, that honors your inner landscape right now in this very moment. Yeah, does it sound exciting for everyone? Yes, I want to see some movement, your faces, wherever it's feel aligned. Perfect. Okay, so shall we? Okay. So I will ask you to close your eyes to find a comfortable position, to feel your breath. Just observe. We want to go into the body. We want to let go of the thoughts. So let's connect with our breath. We feel how we expand every time we breathe in. And we feel a release every time we breathe out. Connect with your breath at your own pace. And also connect with the place you are. Feel your feet in the ground, or your ass in the chair, or in the ground if you are seated in the ground as I am. And connect with your body. Your body here now is present. Honor this presence and be connected with the presence within your body. And now I want you to ask you, what's my intention for this session? What is my intention for this session? It can be to slow down, it can be to connect with other sisters, it can be learning about cycles. So feel it and stick to it. This intention will go with you through the session. So this intention is going to be alive within you for the next moments, for the next hour and a half. Feel your body soften to this intention. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes softly, slowly. And I would love to hear some of your intentions. So if you feel like sharing, you can write in the chat. Let's do writing. So just a few words, something short about which intention you've connected in this small meditation, in this small site inside your body. So yeah, let's share which intention show up in your mind.
Hi everyone. I would like to share my intention. I think I'm going to learn a lot about the moon cycles and also connected my own body and my own soul with these different cycles.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. That's a beautiful intention to get some knowledge about cycles and yeah, to get some knowledge to understand you better. Also, if share that to calm the nervous system, yeah, that's a beautiful intention as well. Our nervous systems is sometimes in this high state, right? So to calm down with sisters is amazing. Maya is sharing to feel calm and reconnect with my inner self. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, to bring this inner peace, this inner reconnection that we really need to love ourselves and to move smoothly, right? Reconnect with my body and feelings. Yeah. Inner wisdom is so powerful. This connection we have women with our inner wisdom is such a gift. Feel lighter and happier here and now. Oh, beautiful Carolina, thank you to give some time to connect with myself. Yes, yes, so beautiful to spend time with ourselves, right? To remind myself I am whole and complete and to be here and now. Yeah, presence. Yeah, amazing. Presence is a powerful intention. When we bring presence to our life, everything changes, right? Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for your sharings. Thank you for visualizing these amazing intentions, and let's stick to them. Let's be open to whatever shows up during this session, but intention can help us to have some direction when we are doing something. So it's nice to connect, to ask ourselves, and to be aligned with our intentions. So yeah, all right. So we jump in the first part of the session. So I'm going to give you an explanation about cycles, which is a topic I personally love, because when you start to learn about them, you realize that cycles are everywhere, and usually our minds, they see in straight line, and then when we understand that everything is cyclical. We can relax and we can go with the flow easily. So to have an idea, let's talk about an archetypical cycle first. So every cycle is unique. Each cycle has its own uniqueness, but though we can find some similarities in between them, and being able to recognize them, these phases, they are going to help us to recognize cycles in our surroundings. So to do this easily, we are going to talk about these phases in cycles as seasons of the year. And I want to give credit to Red School because they talk about the menstrual cycle and the different phases using the seasons, which is something really easy to visualize and it's powerful. So yeah, first phase, we talk about winter. Winter is resting phase. It's the phase that the energy is inwards. It's phase that we are not inactive, we are preparing. So for example, a seed, when it's planted underneath, at the beginning, there is not movement from outside, but a lot of processes are happening inside the seed. These processes will allow the seed to grow. So this is the perfect time to connect with ourselves. It's time to create this, to engage with our inner wisdom, to have the focus inside, because during winter time, the energy is inwards. The energy is in this state that it's inwards. So perfect time for stillness, reflection, resting and replenishing. So that phase is really important at the beginning of the cycle because we need to prepare things to then let them grow. And that brings us to the next season, which is spring. Spring is the phase of emergence. It's the phase where flowers bloom. So we start to feel this energy within us, within the cycle, racing. The energy, it was inwards during winter and now starts to race. So it's time to start moving gently, to discover. It's time to start growing. I like to see this phase as a child learning how to walk. They are already walking, but they are discovering. They don't mind to make mistakes. They are curious and they are learning how to walk. So it's so exciting. You are full of joy, full of curiosity. I feel it's an important phase for curiosity and exploration. And yeah, also a beautiful phase to experiment, to get new ideas. So that would be the spring phase, the phase where energy is rising. And then we arrive to summertime. Summertime is the action phase. It's the phase that society loves in a way because it's our productive phase. So we are encouraged to be in this phase because we receive more approval. And it's amazing to be in summertime. You feel like you are able to do anything you imagine. You feel yourself full of energy. And during cycles is the phase where things are growing and getting the fruits. During summertime is where we get the fruits from the trees. And yeah, it's the time to bring things into life, to materialize things, to have this action. So in this moment of the phase, the energy is outwards. So it's a good time for movement, for doing, for expression, for productivity. So we are in our peak of energy. And after summertime, we get into autumn time. Autumn time is the phase to let go. It's the phase to release, to let go of all the things that doesn't serve us anymore. And yeah, the energy is going inwards again. So we were in this full outwards energy, and now the flow starts to go inwards again. So is this need of letting go, of release. If we get the example in nature, leaves are falling in the trees because the trees don't need them anymore. So trees, they are let them go. And yeah, it's a beautiful phase for closing cycles, for reflection, for integration as well, to see from a different perspective all that happened during that cycle, right? So yeah, that would be autumn phase, and then we would close the cycle and we would go to winter phase again, where the energy is inwards and we feel this inner calm, inner space, this time to develop again our inner wisdom, intuition, and all these gifts that are within us. So that would be the four phases of an archetypical cycle. But let's get another picture. Let's get a bigger picture. I want you to imagine two poles of energy. We have this pole where energy is low, is inwards, is within us. That would be winter time. And then we have this other pole where energy is full, is going outwards. So that would be summertime. Then in between two poles, we have these two directions. This direction going up, that would be spring, the energy rises, and then other direction going down, that would be autumn, and the energy falls and goes inwards again. So is that image clear for everyone? We'll have some time for questions when I finish the explanation, but I feel that this is really useful to be able to detect, to see, to spot cycles in our surroundings, right? So yeah, let's talk about cycles. Let's talk about cycles themselves. First of all, let's talk about cycles in nature. Nothing in nature moves in a straight line. Everything moves in cycles. Anything is constant if we pay attention to it. And I would love to give you some examples. Moon phases is a beautiful example. Right now we are in new moon, right? So new moon is this time where the energy is inwards, is low. So it's the perfect time for reflection, as we were doing, to take time to do things easily. And then we have full moon, that is the opposite, is this time where the energy rises and it's outwards. In nature, we also find tides. Tides are changing. They are increasing and decreasing. We also have the day and night. Day and night is a cycle itself as well. And as we mentioned, the seasons is a really good example as well of a cycle in nature. So yeah, nature is always changing, is always moving in different ways. Nature is not constant. And since we are part of nature as well, we also do that. We also move in cycles. We don't move in straight line. Sorry, there's some water. Yeah, our body also moves in cycles. Our processes within our body follow cyclical patterns. One pattern I love is breath. When we breathe, we also do it in a cyclical way. We breathe in and we expand. Our energy is outwards. We breathe out, we let go, and then our energy comes inwards. So breath is another beautiful example of this archetypical cycle. Then we have menstrual cycle that we are going to deep dive into it. I'm going to give a longer explanation because it's really useful for us women to get to know our menstrual cycle. We have other examples as energy fluctuations. There are some moments in the day that we feel this rush of energy, and other moments of the day that we feel more calm. Also, nature helps to regulate our cycles, right? Day and night will regulate this energy fluctuation cycle within our body. And also when we sleep, we move through different cycles during night, right? So the processes in our body are designed, they work by a cyclical nature. So yes, let's talk about menstrual cycle, because as women, we go through our menstrual cycle during a lot of years of our life, and this cycle helps us to get some guidance in our cyclical nature, because we human beings are cyclical, and as women, we are more sensitive to this cyclical nature we have, and the cycle connects us with this nature. So during the cycle, we experiment deep changes in our body, and we feel different because our body is changing during the cycle, right? So since we feel different in each phase of our cycle, we also have different needs in each phase of our cycle and different gifts. So honor these needs and give them space will help us to reconnect with the gifts and with the qualities that can grow in the different phases during our cycle. We don't need to fix anything during the cycle. We need to let it be expressed, and the gifts will be revealed themselves. So yeah, being aware of your cycle is key to attend your own needs in the best way. So yeah, I like to see the cycle as a compass, as a map, and it's so magical because this map gets recalibrated each month with our bleed. So even if we feel a bit lost where I am in my cycle, or how do I feel each month, we have our bleed to remind us that you are now winter time, you are starting new cycles, so it's time to replenish, it's time to have this seat inside you, to look inside you, and then start another cycle again. So yeah, it's so beautiful. We are gifted with this compass to go through life. And for the women that don't menstruate, the moon is also such a powerful guidance. You can use the moon to know in which phase you are, or to get guidance in which phase you are. New moon would be same time as bleeding. And even the ones we bleed, be aware of the moon and how it affects to your cycle. I feel it's really useful. For me, it's not the same with my cycle is aligned with the moon than if it's not going at the same time. I feel different energies, and none of them is better or worse. It's just about accepting and being aware of them. There is not any objective. There is nothing we want to chase. We want to be aware, and we want to get this inner knowing, to develop this inner wisdom. So yeah, that at the end of the day will deepen our intuition and will deepen these amazing and beautiful gifts we have as women. And yeah, being aware is key to flow with it and don't fight it. So yeah, that would be about cycles in our body. And let's go even outer. Let's get a bigger picture of cycles, because cycles are also in our life, in our stories. Depending on the moment we are in our lives, we can be in a different energy or in a different momentum, in a different peak of energy. So there are moments that maybe we are working through a project and we are in this summertime phase that we feel that we can get things done, we can pour all our energy in this project, and we can stay there for some months. And then there are other moments that we feel that everything is too heavy, a lot of things are happening in our surroundings, so our energy goes more inwards, and we have this need of resting, and that's okay as well. We are not inconsistent, we are cyclical, and our life, it is as well. We cannot pretend to act always in the same straight line, in the same way. So yeah, maybe some moments when we feel lost, that doesn't mean we are falling. It may mean we are transitioning, or something inside us is changing. We are letting go of some things that they were useful at some point, but now they are not. So we need to take all this energy to get rid of all of them, and we need to connect with ourselves. So in our whole life, we also move through a bigger picture of different cycles. And yeah, I would like to mention here also cycles in relationships, right? Because at some point I thought relationships were meant to be always the same, and relationships also evolve with your family, with your parents, with your friends, with your partners. So all relationships also follow different cycles, and when we don't give them the space to emerge, to show up, sometimes life or our body will do it without asking. For example, when we feel burned out, when we are in this summer energy and we don't want to go down of the summer energy, probably we will experience burnout, and then our body won't ask us gently to stop. We'll say, hey, you have to stop. And then you go through this renewal phase, and you rest, and you complete the cycle, not in a gentle way, but in a forceful one. So yeah, I would like to pause here to get everything together and to reflect about this explanation, because we are taught to move in a straight line. We are taught to be always productive, to be always strong, to be always clear, to be always in summertime, right? To be always in this action phase. But that's not how life works. And trying to fit there brings us suffering to our mind, to our body, and to our whole well-being. So yeah, when we understand cycles, we stop fighting life and we start to move with it. And the magic here is that when we do so, we realize that we get farther if we go with this flow, if we go with this energy, we go farther than if we push things and we try to move in straight line. So yeah, all right. Let's take some deep breaths all together. So I will ask you to breathe in and breathe out, doing a sound, a movement, whatever feels right to you. But let's do it all together. So we breathe in, breathe out. Okay, another time we breathe in. Out. And one more time, all of us, same breath, breathe in. Feel how this energy, all this information lands in your body. Take some time to integrate. And now you have the space to make some questions, to share something. I would love to hear some of your voices. If you want to ask or if you want to share, Now is the time. You can also type in the chat, so whatever works better for you. I'll be happy to get some feedback and to do the session more active. Okay, that's good. The explanation was clear then. Easy. Beautiful. Okay, so if we don't have questions, if you have any question later on, you will have some more time. But let's step on the next part of the session. Let's step. I love the idea that we are not always moving forward. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, true. Or at least we are, if we move forward, we don't do it in the way that it's established. We also move forward when we stop, and when we are going inwards, we are also moving forward in a way, right? Thank you for your sharing, Maya. So yes, let's go to part 2 of the session. In this part, you'll go through a journey. We are going to do a meditation all together, small meditation. So yeah, find a comfortable position. You can leave your journal, or if you were taking notes. Now I want you to be in the body and not in the mind. And the invitation here is to go out of this mental state. We were a bit on this mental state now because I was explaining you some concepts that were important to bring some clarity. But now we are going to connect with our the wisdom in our body. Sorry, I noticed that you can skip a season. Okay, I noticed that you can skip a season, so sometimes I like to skip winter or so, but I always have to go back when I jump to spring. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and it's so interesting to feel how when we don't give space to our body to do something that our body needs, our body will find its way anyway. So we'll feel some fluctuations in our mood, we'll feel more irritable, we'll feel there is something that is not working. So then, as Leontine shared, she feels that she has to go back when she jumps to spring. So yeah, that's true. So yeah, I was mentioning about the second part of the session. We do meditation, and the invitation here is to be in your body, don't be in your thoughts. We want to have this journey to our inner landscape, and we want to witness, we want to observe. We don't want to change anything. We don't want to understand. We don't want to judge. So we do it with kindness, and we just want to observe. And if at some point you get lost, you don't understand my words, you are not sure what I'm saying, don't worry, just keep connected with yourself, follow your intuition, follow your inner wisdom, and do what is aligned in this moment. Okay, so there is nothing wrong, there is nothing right. I want you to be connected with your body and to explore with curiosity. Let's go to spring mood. Alrighty. So you get
Raquel, first of all, sorry, before you start, can you please, somebody who is in the waiting room wants to join, so maybe it's nice she joins in the meditation, before the meditation. I got a message.
okay, so Mara is taking care of that. Okay, thank you.
And maybe you can stop your WhatsApp on your computer, because we hear all the messages coming in all the time. So that's nice for the meditation as well.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm also hearing it, but I guess it's not my WhatsApp.
Okay, well,
But I don't see.
okay, so then we just think around that. We feel around that. But I thought maybe it was just click and then it's easy.
I'm also hearing it, and I don't know from where it is.
You're the only one unmuted, so I was going to you. But then let's go to the meditation. Thank you.
Thank you, Leontine. Let me just check if I. Okay. Okay, beautiful. So I will ask you to gently close your eyes. Get a comfortable position. Try to have your spine straight. If you need to move during the meditation, you are welcome to do it. You don't need to be still all the time, but try to don't move too much, because we want to connect with this inner peace. And this inner peace asks us for stillness. But if you need to do some movements, go for it. So close your eyes and begin by noticing your breath. Connect with your breath. No need to change it. Just observe as it is. Feel your body where you are. Feel the weight of your body. Feel the contact with the ground. And allow yourself to arrive. Not where you think you should be, but where you actually are. Slowly bring your attention into your body, starting from the top of your head and moving gently down. Your face, your jaw, your neck. Observe all these parts in your body. Your shoulders, your chest, your belly. We are not changing anything. We are just witnessing. There is nothing to fix. Put attention on your hips, your legs, your feet, just noticing without needing to change anything. Now, gently Ask to your body, where do I need to pay attention right now? In which area of my body I feel this calling of paying attention? Notice if any area calls you. It may be a sensation or a tension, an emotion, something subtle. Trust your intuition. Usually, the first thing that appears in your mind is the right thing to attend in this moment. So, bringing the awareness to that area without forcing, softly be there. Stay in that area. This area wants to be listened, wants to be seen. So just stay next to her. You don't want to fix. You don't even want to understand. You just want to observe, to witness. And from this place of witnessing, from this place of presence, unconditional presence and love towards your whole being, if your current face was a place, was a landscape, what would feel like? Notice what comes. Maybe it's a season, maybe it's a space, it's a texture, maybe it's a word, color, maybe it's a memory. Observe what emerges in this area of your body without judging. There is no right or wrong. Just let it reveal itself to you. As you connect with this place, notice what exists there, what feels alive, just observing. Allowing yourself to be there exactly as you are. And slowly come back to your breath. Connect with your breath again, taking all the time you need you can spend a few more moments in the area of the body you were if you feel like. There is no rush. There is nothing to do. Just presence, just being. And gently coming back first to your breath, noticing the air, breathing in, breathing out. Going back to your whole body, to the space you are, to the room you are, and also to this energy that is connecting us in this very moment. Feel all our energy surrounding you. And you can start doing some movements with your body, with your spine, with your neck, with your fingers, with your toes. Trust your intuition, your inner wisdom knows much better than I do. So follow your intuition and find a way to reconnect with the space and to be back. And when you are ready, take your time to gently open your eyes. Maybe do some side, some stretching. And try to stay in this inner state, in this flow state, in your inner world. Now you are more aware, but you still keep this connection, this intimacy that you created with yourself. And now that you felt your face, now that you witness your landscape, will bring a bit of clarity to it. So let's take a moment to reflect. What did you experience? What did your face feel like? And to express this, to give birth to this inner world experience we had, to bring this inner world to the outer world, to materialize it, you can choose the way that feels right for you in this moment. You can use the piece of paper and you can write some words. You can draw, you can do a painting, and you can also express with movement. Maybe it feels more aligned for you dancing. So you can dance and express what you observe, what you felt. If you want to sing, so you are going to take around 3-5 minutes to do this inner work. So no rush. Please take your time and just express what you saw in the way that feels easier to you. We want ease, so let's find a way that feels easy to you right now to bring what you saw to reality, to the outer world. So I'll give you some minutes between 3 and 5. Take your time. enjoy this inner state of flow, of connection with yourself, intimacy with yourself, love within you. Thank you for sharing, Dana. Thank you. Feels so good when we slow down and calm, right? Our body is like, yes, thank you. Okay, do we need more time? No? Beautiful. Okay, so now looking into what you've created, or if you were dancing, feeling it, or you were singing, ask to yourself, what does this face need from me? What's one action, just one action, big or small, that would honor, would help, would be aligned with this inner landscape? Feel it in your body and try to visualize your creation And think in one concrete action. So something that is about like one place, one space, one situation. So something, let's try to don't be abstract and let's try to be really narrow and really focused. Like, yeah, in this gathering, I want to say no to this person that is always asking me something. Or in my job place, I want to do this project in this length of time. So let's try to be really specific with this action. Take your time, don't overthink too much. This session is designed to use our wisdom in the body, not in the mind. So first thing that came, even if right now feels a bit too much, or even if you feel like, oh, maybe this is not important, small actions are the most important ones. So just write it if you want. If you write it, is a way to give space to it out of our body. So it's nice to have it written. And again, take your time. No rush, no pressure. Does anyone need more time? We are all done. Yes. Amazing. Okay, so we are going to close this ceremony with a small ritual. Okay, so we close our eyes and we put one hand in our chest and the other hand in our womb. For my Spanish sisters, corazón y útero. So one in heart, and the other one in womb. And we relax here. We feel our body. And you say to yourself, from this place of awareness, I choose to move with my rhythm. From this place of awareness, I choose to move with my rhythm. Desde este lugar de conciencia, decido moverme con mi ritmo. And see how it feels. Do this affirmation to yourself. We close this journey. Time to open your eyes. And I would love to hear about your experiences, about your journey. If you don't want to share, is okay. If you want to share, is okay. If you want to write, it's okay. If you want to turn on your mic, it's also okay. But you are more than welcome to share with all the sisters what did you experience, and yeah, which action is aligned right now. If you want to show what you created, would be super nice to share it.
Thank you so much, Raquel. Thank you, sister. And thanks to all the sisters in the call. I'm very stressed today. I've been in meetings since, I think, 4 hours, and then I straight came here to this call. So I think I wouldn't have been able to meditate on my own, but I could really feel the energy as we are doing it together around the globe. And that kind of really helped me to calm down. So it was a great session. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Eve. Thank you for sharing. You're right. You're right. This energy we create all together, and when I think of it, we are so far away, but still we feel this energy is so magical. Yeah. Thank you.
Hello,
Hi.
can you hear me? Thank you. That was wonderful. I too was feeling quite stressed this morning, lots of work. So I really enjoyed the meditation and kind of making this intentional space. You might have seen I just got on the floor at one point, which I think helped. But it was really lovely because I think I brought this plant, which is my new favorite. And when I was looking at it before, I thought, oh, maybe I should prune it. But actually, it's funny because when we were working through the meditation and the reflection afterwards, I realized that it was quite a symbol of the intention I made at the beginning and then worked way through. So I think, finding that growth and calm and accepting that was very much a theme. So I said, I feel like this little mint plant, and to accept the change, growth, and grounding in the earth was really nice thought to have.
Thank you. Thank you for your sharing. Thank you for being here. It was a pleasure to have you. And yeah, it's so powerful what you said, because it's about acceptance, right? When we drop this need, we have to fix things, to change them, to do them in the way we think they should be. When we create this acceptance, it's like, oh, we can let go, and we have this space for relaxation. So yeah, thank you, Maya. Thank you. I'm going to read Angelica's sharing. The session was really helpful to navigate about our body and how we can relate it with all the cycles that we live and experience all the time. Thank you, and I'm so happy it brought some clarity, because sometimes it's what we need, right? In this world full of information and full of concepts, bringing some clarities to some issues like cycles is really, really, really nice. Yeah. Thank you, and it was really nice to have you here. And I was so happy to see you.
Thank you, Raquel, for I love the session. I love the meditation. I turned my video off because I laid down, and it was so beautiful that the way you didn't allow us to judge at any point, even though I wanted to. So I created this. It's my heart. And here's the thing, on Tuesday, I had a suspected heart attack, and actually was rushed to the hospital in an ambulance, and I had an emergency angiogram. But the arteries were cleared, and I came back. I was discharged, and it's sort of a mystery what happened, because the ECG showed like a heart attack in the emergency of the hospital and all of that. And your meditation took me to my heart in such a beautiful way that it didn't let me judge. And I wrote a poem, and I got a lot of insights, and maybe I'll share it with you. Yeah, I mean, can I read out the poem too? Yeah. So I see you. So I saw thorns in my heart, it was dark, and there were thorns. And a part of me was like, no, you're not supposed to have thorns, and thorns are bad and dark. But you didn't let me judge it. And then the thorns spoke, and thank you for that. And I said, I see you, dear thorns, black, pointy, strong edges. You want to protect me. You want to fence the hedges. I see your sharp defense. I hear the need for defense. I hear your painful cry. I will drop my safety pretense. And yeah, I went on to draw. There were also roses and hedges, and I had some weird things about what if these, the thorns, like they could be leaves and flowers, but I'm staying with and when you said the action, I just said, I will hear you and listen to your rhythm, dear heart. And I've just stopped there.
Beautiful. Thanks for your sharing, Ramya. Wow, yeah, beautiful and beautiful way to express it as well through poetry and drawing, and yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing your story as well. And yeah, what you said about judgment is so powerful, because it's hard to don't be judging. We usually are a bit tough with ourselves, right? And it's so stressing out to have this inner critic saying all the time, hey, you don't have to do this, you shouldn't do this. So let go of it is also really powerful. Okay, any more sharings?
Thank you, Raquel. It was wonderful session, wonderful meditation and the explanation that you gave. And thank you to all the sisters, and Ramya, we love you. And so happy that you are healthy and fine, and I'll talk to you soon. And thank you, Raquel, for a wonderful session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Smita, for your beautiful energy, for your presence. It was really nice to have you here. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Raquel, for this beautiful meditation. I could really dive into it, and I wrote a lot afterwards. So yes, it was really good to do this together. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. And yeah, I'm happy the words came up from this meditation, and I hope it helped you to bring some clarity. Thank you. Okay, Anna is saying thank you for sharing your knowledge with us, Raquel. Can't wait for the next session. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, if there is something that you feel you would like to get more knowledge, if there is something like you would like to dive deeper into menstrual cycle, if you would like to know about techniques or rituals or more embodied practices, if you want to write something in the chat, or if you want to share something, it would be really useful for me. I guess all of you know it, but I have an Instagram and I share some content, and I also announce if there are other events. Is Raquel with 3E MC. And I don't know if there are other sharings or if you want to share, or if you would like to share, if there is something you would like to dive deeper, or you would like to learn or work. I guess your mic is open, Sylvia, and I'm not sure if I'm able to. Yeah. Okay. So I want to take a group picture. Is that okay for everyone? Yes? my phone and then I'll do a screenshot. So yes, okay. Beautiful. And yeah, screenshot. Amazing. All right. So thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Thank you all for being here. It was a pleasure to host this session. It was a pleasure to enjoy this energy we all created together. And I would like to acknowledge Evolve Beings because they are the platform, they are what they are making this possible. So I would like to thank them as well to gather us in this beautiful gathering. And I have some announcements to do because we have some retreats and some trips that are coming soon. So we have Wonder Woman Initiation that's happening in Hyderabad, 26 to 27 June. And it's a beautiful journey where you will get connected to your womb and to your feminine intelligence through movement, expression, and embodiment. Ritumbara is sharing all the links with you, and you guys have some early bird discount these days. We also have Karma to Moshka. This is happening from 1st to 7th October, and it's a pilgrimage. It's a space to move from Karma, which is life force, to Moksha, that is liberation. And also, we have the art of intimacy and expansion that's happening 20 July to 2 of August in Belgium. And yeah, you learn tantric tools for intimacy, love, awareness through breath work, embodiment, movement, and emotional release. So that are the presential trainings and the presential retreats that are happening this next month. And remember, every new moon we have a free session, a free women's circle that you are always welcome to join. And we are going to start full moon sessions as well, online full moon sessions. So next one is 1st of May and is hosted by Shubi. So you can also register there and do a women's circle, an online women's circle for the full moon. So yeah, Ritumbara is sharing with you the links if you are interested in some of these events. And you can always ask me or ask Evolve Beings on Instagram and also their phone number for more information. Yeah. All right. So yeah, okay, amazing. So we have here Leontine, that is a Green Tara graduate, as I am, a beautiful experience we had in February here in Goa, and that brings us a lot of clarity, right? So she's hosting the first new moon session that is happening 16 May. So you can also register as you did for this session. And yeah, you want to say something, Leontine?
Yeah, that's funny. The way I work is always in the moment and in the flow and inviting women to come back to their own inner wisdom. So I don't have the theme yet, and it just has to evolve yet. And I'll be working with the Mayan calendar as well. So yeah, I thought I looked it up that it was a really powerful day to step into your power and into your strength. but we'll be communicating about that. So I don't have that, like, I don't have it clear yet. It will burst into being before then.
Beautiful, yeah. Creating is a process, and yeah, it's nice to enjoy it as well and go through it with joy, right? So yeah, thank you. We'll be there creating another beautiful women's circle. So yeah, I would like to close this with a lot of gratitude. It was really nice to guide you through this journey. Thank you for the trust. Thank you for the love. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for being open to explore yourself with softness and yeah, with this openness. So yeah, I'm really, really, really grateful. So much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.